Good morning, everybody, and thanks for joining us here at Sbu Tv Sports. I'm Nicholas Gow. We got a great highlight section for you today as men's and women's basketball started this week, so let's get right to it.
The Bonnies couldn't finish the game with the win as Bucknell would defeat the Bonnies in overtime 88-85. 4,668 fans watched the new banner being hung from the Raptors from their historic season last year. Senior guard Campbell McKenzie would have a great start to the season Wednesday night, scoring 28 points while shooting 10 of 15 from the field and 4 of 7 from the three-point line. With the Bonnies up by 11 with 6 minutes and 28 seconds left, the Bonnies had the command of the game. The Bisons under McKenzie would make a 20-9 run to send the game to overtime at 71. With 33 seconds left, leading 81-79, Bucknell will have the ball and the opportunity to seal the game with a score. With 19 seconds left, McKenzie would drive through the middle of the lane and score a layup to seal the Bison's victory. Head coach of the Bonnies, Mark Schmidt, explains how they lost the 11-point lead and eventually the game.
We made some young mistakes, some bad shots, some bad turnovers, but it was more on the defensive end. It was the second half where, we got too loose. Really good teams, good defensive teams, they take that, and that next possession coming out of the timeout is really important. And we give up a three-point play. We make those mistakes, and it's hard. And you try to tell the kids, concentrate, but if you're up by 11 with 5 minutes, it's at home. You gotta win that game.
Schmidt also explains why McKenzie was able to dominate.
He's a good player. We couldn't keep the ball in front of us, and that was the key. We couldn't keep him in front, and then when we couldn't keep Sotos in front of us, and then he would drive and kick it to McKenzie. And they did a good job of getting into the paint, and the game was won because they got the ball below the foul line more than we did.
The men would look to rebound on Saturday as they will face Jackson State at 2.
I spoke with former Bonnie standout guard Jaylen Adams and how his life has changed from being a college standout to a professional NBA player.
Out here in Erie, been in Atlanta, living the best of both worlds. Enjoying playing here with the Bay Hawks. We have a good start, 2-0. Played a couple games in Atlanta, so I've learned a lot and have just grown a lot since being in school.
Adams, known for his skill, is working on being a better leader on the court for both teams.
I'm trying to be more vocal with guys, get them in the right spots. I'm trying to adjust to the pace of this game and just keep pushing the tempo, keep building on the strengths that I already got and continue to build on my weaknesses.
Spending some time with the Atlanta Hawks, Adams has been given guidance from other veterans on the team.
Well, down here in Erie, I got Terrence Jones, so he's been through a lot. NBA player, went to a big school, and he's kind of just showed me the ropes of this life. Just kind of prepared me for the both worlds. Him and RJ Hunter, two guys that I kind of just look up to and have fun playing with. And then in Atlanta, it's a bunch of vets. You got Bays. I spent some time with Vince Carter. So yeah, I'm learning a lot from a lot of different people and just trying to take a little bit of everything from everybody.
He revisits his life at Bonaventure and the memories he made with his old teammates.
Last year is a memory we're going to share for the rest of our lives. Like I said, back then, it's something that we're going to be talking about till we're old dudes, just chilling. So, I definitely am proud of what we were able to accomplish there, especially me and Dries in 4 years. And then Matt being able to come in and do what he did for us. So those are lifelong relationships. But not just with those two, but everybody on the team. I'll be back for a couple games. See Court, Nelly, and JP work out. LD too, Mahdi. Shout out everybody. So I'll be back to definitely support them soon.
Head coach of the Erie Bay Hawks, Noel Gillespie, has been enjoying having Adams on the team. Gillespie has been working with Adams since July with the player development team and has a plan on what they want to work on.
He's an elite level shooter. That's what he brings to the table, and we're trying to have him be a more well-rounded basketball player. He can play the 1, he can play the 2, get him to be a defender on and off the ball, buying a team concept. So 2 games in, we're right there. For Jaylen right now, when he goes back to the Hawks, he knows he's going to be a bench player. So that's not to say he will never be a starter. I think he has a great chance to be a starter in the NBA. But for right now, he's got to know he's going to be called upon to run the team, run the second unit, guard his position, not turn the ball over, organize the team. So we know he has that skill set. again, of a scoring machine, can shoot the basketball, but can he keep developing his playmaking attributes? Can he keep developing his on and off ball intangibles? And that's what we're focusing on this season.
Gillespie describes Adams as a gym rat and believes that his high character trait will take him far.
To him continuing his development, and I know the fans in the NBA will be able to see him at an NBA game pretty soon.
Adams and the Bay Hawks will be heading to Fort Wayne, Indiana to face off against the Mad Ants Friday at 7 p.m. Tune into next week's player profile as we speak with Courtney Stockard about his final season at St. Bonaventure.
Women's basketball were working on all cylinders against the Niagara War Eagles, scoring and defending at a high level. They would outscore the Eagles 45-15 in the first half, with senior captain McKenna Maycock putting up a double-double with a career high of 10 assists. The Eagles would also fly short as they would shoot 33.9% from the field and be out-rebounded by the Bonnies 39-27. Freshman guards would start in the backcourt as Ajane Johnson and Deja Francis would start their first game as Bonnies. Johnson would lead all scorers with 13 points while shooting 63% from the field. Head coach Jesse Fleming spoke after the game about his thoughts and feelings after the game.
Yeah, total team effort tonight. Just defended at a high level. We were talking. We were helping each other out. Just did a great job. We were sharing the ball, made some shots, and the ball was finding the right player. Just really, really pleased with the way we played today, and hopefully we can go down to Georgia and do some good things.
The women's will face the 14th-ranked Georgia Bulldogs tonight at 6 p.m.
That's all we have here for SBU TV Sports. Now back to you, Leah and Nick.